plenty of deer in town, but the way some of them are dying on one particular fence has raised concern. This is the iron-spiked fence that surrounds the Williamsville Cemetery that some deer are getting hung up on as they try to jump over it.
It's low enough where they believe that they can clear it, and many of the older animals are able to clear it no problem. It's the younger ones, it's the old, sick ones, and also one of the last animals to be impaled on this fence was a pregnant doe. It's a lot different than getting hit by a car.
Morgan Dunbar asked the Amherst police how often it happens. Police sent her this letter stating that their records show it has happened 5 times in the past 9 years. A village administrator tells me she has no reason to believe that it happens any more than once a year. She says whenever Public Works is notified to remove a deer here, police are notified as well.
There's a lot of incidences here that were never reported.
So we picked one random door to knock on near the cemetery. Listen to what that neighbor said about the deer dying on this fence. How often do you see that?
About 4 or 5 times a year, if not more.
When was the last time you can remember you saw it just on this site?
It was right over here 2 weeks, about 2.5 weeks ago. They usually hang there on their back legs.
This issue came up 5 years ago, and Forest Lawn, which operates the cemetery, hired an engineer back then to make the fence safer for deer. But the Williamsville Historic Preservation Board voted against it unanimously because the fence was historic.
Clearly, emphatically, Forest Lawn is under a directive from the village not to do it.
Now, Williamsville Mayor Mary Lowther tells me there is no formal request to change the fence, but tonight at 7 p.m. the Preservation Board will at least discuss it. Many neighbors of the cemetery plan to be there as well. George Rickard, News 4 at 5:30.
Thank you, George.